Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Okay, so before we get started, everything I say in this video is my opinion, mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. With that being said, let's just get into this video, shall we? Okay, so what I want to talk about today is dictatorship on YouTube. Kind of bullying into do as I want you to do and I'll leave you alone. So there are three main suspects. Well, I say three, two. One just tags along for the fun, I think. There is Miss I'm Better Than Everyone, Radiant Brett. There is Mr. Do As I Say, Not As I Do, Dad Challenge Podcast, Josh. And the person tagging along is I'm going to have a breakdown because I ordered the wrong meal, Sloan. So, what is my problem with these? Well, my problem is they think they are the gatekeepers to YouTube. Now you have Brett, who comes out with the sentence, I don't spend my social media currency on this person or that person. Or I don't spend my social media currency on mommy blogger channels. Okay, so you don't watch them, but other people do. If Brit rolls her eyes any harder, they're going to stay at the back of her head one day. Recently there was a mommy blogger who made a video about breaking her heart, and I mean literally breaking her heart, to the point she was wiping her tears with a diaper. Bless. And the reason she was crying was she was telling her subs that her children will no longer be on her YouTube channel. Now Brit and Josh got all excited over this. Really excited over her. And then they discovered she hadn't taken her children off Twitter, Instagram or Facebook, which is now their new demand. Really? I don't put my children on YouTube, but that's for my own reasons. Nothing to do with Josh, nothing to do with Brett, and nothing to do with Sloan. My choice, my reasons. But that doesn't mean I get to come on YouTube and tell people how they live their lives, how they raise their children, and how they make their money. Now these mommy bloggers, yeah, they're making money by putting their kids on YouTube, but it's also changed their children's lives. Because before YouTube, there was a lot of things they couldn't do for their kids that they wanted. Now, they can put money aside for them for college. They can put money aside for them to buy their first house. How amazing is that? And all by showing their kids on YouTube. As I said, it is my preference not for my children on YouTube. But I do not have the right to dictate to anybody else. Now Josh will make the excuse that they are exploiting the children. Then when that one doesn't work, he will say that they are undesirables watching their children. And that is the two arguments that they kind of stick by. Now, I know that there has been some accusations thrown at Josh recently, which I do not agree with in any manner. Shannon Rose and Love Meg recently made videos accusing Josh of essaying minors. What they actually said was he got fired because he was essaying minors from his job as a pastor. Now, I understand that they have been pushed to breaking point. So I do understand a little of why they're doing it, but it is still wrong. Just because I understand why they're saying these things, it doesn't mean that I think it's acceptable. Because it's not. When Tara Anderson came on crying, Josh was over the moon. He thought he had won this one battle until he found out that the videos were staying up and Instagram wasn't changing, Twitter wasn't changing, and Facebook wasn't changing. They are not your children, Josh. Stop acting like they are. Considering you put your wife's pregnancy on YouTube, or labour. Maybe after the delivery, I don't know, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you didn't show everything, but you did show the baby and everything like that. You tried to make a family vlogging channel of your own and failed. You try to act like you're new to YouTube when you've been doing YouTube for now 7 years, is it? Maybe a little bit longer. But you really took off with the Micah Stafford situation. And let's just talk about that for a second, shall we? When Micah left YouTube, after telling people that the adoption had failed, which happens probably hundreds of times all over the world a day, you made it your mission to find H, and you recently found him. You wanted to raise money to hire a PI to find H, which is creepy. That should never have been a thought in your head. And then what happened when you did find him, Josh? You DM'd his new mom and you demanded she take him off Instagram. She blocked you. You made a sock account and tried again. Several times by the sounds of it. How about leave H alone? Leave H to be able to grow up and forget about what happened. With you constantly bringing it up on YouTube, he's never going to have an option of that being a distant memory. He's never going to be able to move on when you keep making videos about him. When you're contacting his new adopted parents, demanding they take him off the internet, when it is none of your business. And what else has Josh done? So, apart from bring a person to tears where she was forced to take her children off YouTube, and you've also done it to some other mothers too. You've pushed them so hard they've taken their children off YouTube, and then you demanded they take every video with their child down, and then restart their thing all over again to start earning money again. You're asking these people to give up everything. Literally everything. Even before they can arrange to have a different income, a new income, a new secure income, when for the amount of time they've been doing YouTube, it's been secure for them. You made a video demanding James Staffer leaves the internet and you will take down every video of the Staffers. But they both have to leave the internet. YouTube, Instagram, wherever. You think you have the right to do that. You talk about women's makeup, clothes, and their bodies. Who do you think you are? You've talked about Love Meg's eyebrows and her height. You claimed that Love Meg had no friends. And the lengths that you have gone to humiliate and degrade these people, mostly women. There has been the odd male here and there, but your battle is against women. You have said that a young girl going to have a plaster taken off her leg was about fetishes. Or maybe it was a celebration of getting that damn thing off finally and be able to scratch her leg. Did that ever cross your mind? You are the one sitting there with these things going through your head. Nobody else is saying these things, just you. You are the one who on your private Facebook put a photo of Danielle Kahn's chest. Close-up of Danielle Kahn's chest. You did this. That is sick. You comment on how people decorate their house. When you're sitting in a garage or a basement. Britt brought up that Tara had a nanny. Yeah, Tara has a nanny because she has a business to run. And it would be difficult to do both at once. And considering she's just taken her children off YouTube because of you, did you think that was an appropriate thing to go after? You comment on the amount of money that people spend on things. Why is it any of your business? You're intruding on people's lives where you're not welcome. Yes, people show you their lives, but that doesn't give you the right to judge how much they spend on diffuser oils or breakfast. Would you appreciate the same being done to you? When the highlight of one of your videos was buying a new oven mitt because the other one was damaged. Fascinating. How any of you can justify degrading women, telling them their makeup is wrong, commenting on the size of their backside, or whether they have or haven't got a backside, Who made you God? Who made you dictator of the internet? So, with that in mind, guys, I'm going to leave this for now because it is absolutely boiling. It shouldn't be boiling this time of night, but it is. Excuse me. And I need to cool down. So, in the comments, tell me what you think. Do you agree with Josh that people should be intimidated until they take their kids off YouTube? Bullied, degraded? Should these three people be allowed to do this to other people? Or have they gone too far? I'll wait to hear your comments. Bye.